Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony for Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. This guy stands roughly 6¼ inches tall, which puts him at about 16 centimeters, so pretty good scaling for Marvel Legends. We've seen a lot of these body parts before, so there's nothing really surprising here. Torso, obviously brand new, so we're going to have to talk about that in particular. But this guy is definitely one of the better Marvel Legends figures we've gotten in a very long time, so I'm really happy to be showing this to you. Not only is he done pretty well, but he also comes with alternate hands, so you can see he has the web shooting hand and the fist hand there, and then of course we have the opposite for either side also, and then we also have the wall crawling or just style pose hands for either side. So can't really complain about that, and the hands all have the swivel from the peg and the hinge, so pretty good so far. I believe this is a brand new head design. I didn't actually compare it to any other ones, but I'm pretty sure it is all new. The eyes are actually sculpted, and we haven't had eyes like that, so it's pretty cool. And it's nicely painted. The black line work is mostly where it belongs, and the white is fairly well done also, so that's a good thing. The sculpt on the torso, really nice, except I don't really like the way they tucked these metal parts in here. I think they should have probably figured those gaps into the wrinkles rather than just making gaps, because as soon as you turn that waist, it looks really bad and doesn't work well. I think it would have been better if those wrinkles just kind of tucked in automatically so that you didn't have specifically sculpted gaps in there. It looks fine when it's straight on, though. It's just once you pose it, it looks a little odd. But the rest of it looks really good. We have the strings on here, which is a good thing because the hood is all glued on, so they were able to do that. So that's nice. We do have some painting issues up here, but it's not too bad around the neck. Somehow there's red on there. I don't think there's really any red painted on this guy except for the belt, so I don't know what happened there. But, you know, it's not too bad. It's still okay. It looks like, oh, you know what, I'm wrong. The neck is painted red because it's the same color as the torso. This is all one piece, and then the hood is glued on around. So we got some red there, but no big deal. The spider itself, pretty well done. It's nicely lined up and everything, and then they even made it so that when you lean him back, it still lines up. Obviously, it's not, those legs are a lot longer now, but it still lines up, so that's a really good thing. You can lean him forward, and of course that doesn't line up, but that's okay. On the back, it still lines up too. So all in all, really well done for that new torso and the paint job on that. Almost all of the reds are the exact same color because they're all molded red. It's just the neck that's slightly different, so that's pretty good. The belt is a new piece, and it's a separate piece, so it'll move around and float around as you need it to, and it's fairly well painted. The gauntlets here, unfortunately, are just solid, flat pieces of plastic with the black lines painted on there. If those were sculpted, it would have made this figure almost perfect, so that would have been cool. But even with the lines painted, it looks okay. Unfortunately, some of the lines are not painted very well at all. So, could be better for sure, but it's definitely acceptable. And then we also have the attached little pouches here, which are well painted and well sculpted, and they are separate, so you can kind of straighten those out if you need to. So that's pretty good. As far as articulation goes, head leans all the way back, all the way forward. We have the full swivel here. You can even give them a little bit of attitude if you want to also, so that's a good thing. The only problem with that is, the reason you get that attitude, and it's okay for him because it's pretty well hidden, the head sits really high on the ball peg again. So for this guy it works. For other figures, we'll talk about those as we go. Shoulder articulation, pretty good still. Bring his arm all the way out, no problem. Full range of motion. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, give you better than 90 degrees. Really good range there. And then we already talked about the wrists. We already talked about the ab crunch and the waist twist. The hips all the way forward, no problem. Still really limited side to side. For Spider-Man, that's a problem. You might want to modify that a little bit, or just be aware that his hips aren't going to be that posable. Thigh swivel is good. Double jointed knees, really good. Ankle articulation, bring the foot all the way forward, all the way back. I wish more of the Legends could bring their foot forward like that, but that's a good thing. And then we also get the ankle rocker. Still slightly angled because of the new design, but it works well enough. So this is a really solid figure. I'm happy to finally start getting some of these decent figures from Hasbro, and it seems like these two newer waves, the Hulkbuster and Rhino wave, maybe it's just me, but it seems to me like they're putting in a little bit more effort and cutting a few less corners, so the figures are turning out better. And I definitely recommend this guy 100%. Stick around here at the end for some photos of him in action so you can see what he looks like. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. In the meantime, keep collecting.